It seems like we live in a world where it's not cool to be positive, right? Like it's by default. You're walking around at the grocery store. Everybody's got this fucking scowl on their face. They're just walking around. You heard of that resting bitch face, right? They're just frowning. Nobody's positive. Nobody's smiling. People look at each other just blankly, dumbly, just staring at each other like fucking cattle. And it's bizarre, right? Like it's not cool to be fucking positive. It's not cool to smile. If you look at some stranger and you smile, they look back at you like you're fucking retarded. Like what do you want from me, right? Um, and part of it is defensive, right? Some people are probably just trying to kind of protect themselves from being taken advantage of, right? So if you've ever been to New York City, I lived there for several years. And if you smile at somebody or somebody walks up to you and starts talking to you, it's usually because they want something, right? So 2, 3 sentences in, they're going to be trying to sell you something, or they're going to start asking you for money, start begging or something like that. So that's certainly why New Yorkers are kind of can be very brash and all that. Um, but in general, it seems like people are expected to kind of wake up and be in this neutral emotional state, right? You're not happy, you're not sad, you kind of wake up and you're neutral. And then you kind of begin your day and wait for things to turn your mood either happy or sad. But you always try and go back to neutral, right? So you have a moment of excitement, of elation. I don't know, you have a great breakfast, you're happy. And then you kind of settle back down to neutral as you get to work. And then at work, you open up your email, your inbox, and you got tons of crap in there, and you go from neutral to upset or angry or annoyed, and then back up to neutral. Then around lunchtime, you have lunch, you get back to happy, right? You have a nice conversation with somebody at work. Then you have a boring meeting, you go back down. I don't understand why people just can't be positive, right? From the moment that you wake up, you are happy. You are excited for life. And when you wake up, right, you become conscious. You become conscious to a field of possibilities for the day, right? You wake up and you open your eyes, and you can do anything that day. You can choose to do anything that day. You can choose to not go to work. You can choose to get to work early. You can choose to find a new job. You can choose to go to the bathroom. You can choose to go to the gym, right? There's a field of possibilities. You can also choose to set your mood. I wake up and I try to set my mood every morning to one of excitement, of positivity, to get excited for the day. I specifically choose myself to do that. So it's very hard for me to get positive, to have a very excited kind of mindset. So I choose to go to the gym every morning at 4 a.m. I'm in the gym. I'm up at 3:40. And I do that because I'm trying to set a positive mood for myself, to get excited about the journey that I'm on for self-improvement, for building up my body, my muscles. So I make that conscious decision to be positive. And one of the things that really helps me too is to avoid things that will make you negative. Avoid politics. Avoid gossip. Avoid watching negative content online, right? The news, it's fucking terrible. I don't care if you're into politics or not, but just the news in general. If it bleeds, it leads. So they're always showing some kind of horrible crap, cars burning, people dying, murders, rapes. They're always showing all kinds of horrible shit on the news, whether that's destroying homes and showing pictures of devastated towns. That kind of stuff, it wears on you eventually. It wears on the American public. You can see in the past few presidential cycles how divided our nation has become. Because people watch too much news and they start saying, oh, I'm afraid of that kind of person or this kind of person because of who they voted for, or I hate that person because they're a Nazi or a communist or whatever. Don't let the news cycle, don't let social media toxify your body, toxify your brain, your mind. And then all you are walking around doing is being negative. You're afraid of people of a different race because something in the news about race wars or whatever. Just don't let it get to you. Stay away from it if you need to. If you can't consume that content without getting angry and bitter, then don't watch it, because you are going to internalize it and it's going to turn to a nasty, bitter person. And you're not going to be a positive person. Why does it? I mean, look at the way people leave comments on YouTube videos. Do you think a winner like Michael Jordan or LeBron James leaves fucking comments on YouTube videos? Of course they don't. They're winners. So you can do the same thing. If you're trying to change your mindset, if you're trying to improve your body, if you're trying to get a better job, if you're trying to do better for your family, endeavor to have a positive mindset. One day you're excited about life, you're excited about the journey you're on, right? Make sure you have clear goals established. One of the things that's it's very difficult to be positive if you have ambiguity around where you're going and what you're doing in life, right? How can you wake up in the morning and be all excited if you don't have a job to go to, or a business to work on, or people to talk to, or family to love, or your mother to call, or something like that, right? If you don't have any kind of a goal in life, if you don't have anything that you could be doing with your life, then it's very difficult to be positive. That's why if you're an alcoholic or you use drugs, I mean, it's not your only goal, right? But one of your major goals in life is to get fucked up. And it's very difficult to be a positive person if you know that by 6 p.m. or 9 p.m. you're going to be drunk as a skunk and regretting it, sipping on that bottle and crying your eyes out. That's not something to look forward to every morning. So you really should do your best to reach sobriety if you're not there. And remember, the point of being positive is not so that you could be the happiest person in a room and you could feel good about yourself. There's actual scientific research that shows that having a positive mindset, being a positive person, it'll help you achieve the results of difficult things that you're trying to do. So if you're trying to start a new job, if you're going to school, if you're just trying to improve your physical health or your mental health, then trying to focus on having a positive mindset by removing negativity in your life, that's going to help.